My high school classmate was put through hell right in front of us, but somehow nobody saw it. When I was in senior year of high school, one of my classmates got called into the assistant principal's office, and when she came back an hour later, she was visibly shaken, and her skirt was a little ripped. She had just turned 18, and as we later found out, had just spent the hour getting pregnant by the assistant principal. Well, as soon as he found out she was pregnant, he warned her not to tell her parents and demanded she terminated. I remember seeing her get more depressed with each day that she came in, but whenever anyone tried to talk to her, she would just close up. She couldn't bring herself to get the termination done, and a few weeks later she started going to the school's counselor. She told the counselor that she was pregnant, but was too scared to say who the father was. Well, one day during a session, the assistant principal caught her in the counselor's. He stormed in and took the girl out, told the counselor to mind her business, and brought the girl into his office to interrogate her. She begged and pleaded that she didn't tell the counselor that he was the dad, and although he said he believed her, he also said he needed an apology. He demanded this apology in the form of her getting on her knees, and after he made more threats to expel her and ruin her college applications, he got what he wanted. It was around this time that the counselor started suspecting something was up, and she approached the girl in secret one day. She told her that she really didn't like how the assistant principal stormed in and interrupted the session and asked the girl if there was anything she wasn't telling her. Well, the girl closed up. She was so scared of the assistant principal she refused to say anything and told the counselor they should stop having sessions. Another few weeks went by, and then one day in English literature, the girl just started bleeding out. None of us knew what was happening, but she just started contorting in her seat before slumping to the floor and groaning in pain. An ambulance was called, and in the hospital the doctors found out what was wrong. Turns out she had taken termination pills. As to where she got them, it was from the assistant principal. He had called her into his office that very morning and told her that this was ending today. He gave her the termination pills that he got from an unlicensed pharmacy and told her there would be consequences if she didn't do it today. She listened to him out of fear. Well, once she was at the hospital, her parents were called and told what happened. This was their first time finding out their daughter was pregnant. They had been suspecting something was up for a long time, and when they questioned her about it, she still refused to tell the truth. She was so scared of the assistant principal that she lied and said the father was a random guy she met at a club, and said the reason she got the termination was because she was forced to by the school counselor. Her parents immediately took the school and the counselor to court, and it was only in court that the truth finally came out. The counselor immediately accused the assistant principal. She pointed to the incident where the assistant principal dragged the girl out of a session, and thus the two of them started going back and forth. It all culminated on the day of trial, when the girl was put on the stand. She was questioned by the counselor's lawyer, and it's only after she was totally grilled that she finally admitted it. Through tears, she began telling the entire story, and every new revelation only made everyone in the entire courtroom look at the assistant principal with more and more disgust. He actually tried walking out of the courtroom midway through the girl's story, but the judge warned him not to. The girl even had her own badass moment too. After he sat back down, she looked him in the eyes and told him that if he was coward enough to do what he did to her, then he'll be coward enough to watch as everyone sees the monster that he is. He ended up getting 12 years, and the girl and her family got $2 million.